welcome to another lesson today. And today's lesson is going to be a music production breakdown, a gospel music production breakdown. And I'm doing this to help up and coming gospel music producers who find it hard to approach. They don't really know exactly how to approach songs, and out there are no too many people doing this to help you, and that is why I'm doing this very one. So this this is going to be it's going to give you a lot of insights, and we're going to be looking into this production that I did of recent, and it's for a song called "The Only One Desire of My Heart." And I'm going to play through it, and then we'll begin to do a deconstruct of the element, and uh, you see my approach towards this. All right, so let's go. All right, so let's start the construct, going by section of the song. Now that's what we have. I did for the intro, and then for the intro, I have my major instrument, and I'm going to start with the keys. So my keys over here. Okay. So for my keys over here, what I do have is I have this piano. I have this West Coast sound from Korg. Yeah, is it Korg or Roland? Yeah, Roland. Give you 180. Then I have organ and a bell. Well, bell should be under the auxiliary, but I included it in as part of the keys. Yeah. So this is what we have for the piano. So that is exactly what the piano was. And then for the West Coast, from Roland JV180, what it's doing basically, its function is to act as an overlay of what the piano is doing. Layer another a second layer of what the piano is doing, and together we have this. All right, so the West Coast is sound patch is a direct layer for the piano. All right, I have the organ over here, and this is what the organ is doing. I'm just going to play the three elements together. And at that point, the organ is acting as a lead, although not the lead in full, because the organ is not playing at every point. The organ is, I only highlighted some parts of the intro, and the organ is really highlighting the melody. We have a gospel bell. What's a gospel production without a bell? All right, with the bell, this is what we have. The bell is also playing the melody of the intro. And that leads to the verse. Then under the keys, the last thing I have is the EP. You would imagine what's the EP doing? I'm just going to solo the piano and the EP. Okay, let me play the EP alone. So the EP is playing, although it's following the melody, but it's not playing I wasn't playing the melody exactly like the other instruments are playing. It's more like creating a counter melody that synchronizes with the main melody and then with the chords. All right, the piano and the EP. So it's more like a call and a response. Call and a response. As simple as that. The next thing I have for the intro, okay, I have the pad. I have a pad over here. All right, and I call it the glide pad, and this is from a gospel producer Peculiar Sound, right? Yeah. So that is what this glide pad and the string pad. So the glide pad and the string pad. This is what's the okay. Exactly. So now let's look into music productions like this, especially for gospel. You always have the auxiliary, although some of the element A should be part of the auxiliary, like the bell, like glide pad. It's sounding more like a synth. But I have some synth over here also. So we just solo the keys and the synths together. I love this synth, and it's called Do Funk from Peculiar Sound also. And what what they are doing really is just to give accent to the melody, give accent to some notes in the melody. Okay. Right. The next thing we have here is we have a bass, a bass, a bass, a bass. We have the bass also. We have the bass and okay. And then another beautiful one we have is the percussion loop. The percussion loop we have this. What others? And the timing of the project is 4/4, right? You see, even though every element of this production, every element is complementing the other. The loop, the percussion loop, even though it's kind of underneath, beneath, right? But you can see the feel, the sense of rhythm gives the whole production. It's more like bringing everything together to particular rhythm. And that is it. So if you are doing this kind of production and you discover that something is missing from your production, just go and check your percussion loop. Probably it's missing. If it's missing, you've got to. All right, and then the last thing is the drums. That's the acoustic drums. This is from Z drummer. Z drummer. You know, some days back I spoke about Z drummer 3 that if you need realistic acoustic drum, you should try it out. It sounds amazing. Okay, and by the way, so we have this all together. These are virtual drums. All right. So the drums came in. Okay. We have this one. So that is it for the intro. Then we have the verse. Now you should have when you're in the creative process of sequencing instrument like this, your intro, depending on the kind of music you are doing, the genre and the kind of field you are for it, your intro can be full, right? But when you get to the verse, you want to limit the amount of instrumentation going on so that the vocal and the message of the vocal will be on, so that it won't be buried underneath the instrumentation going on. So while we move to the verse, you will notice what I'm saying. So this is what we have for the verse. we have we have this I have this guitar going on, a jazz guitar. Then the bass comes in. And another element I've not introduced that we have here is the ocarina and the ocarina and flutes. Okay. At this point you will hear that ocarina. So apart from the ocarina, also I have okay, this is the flute and the ocarina over here. I have this it going on, and the it is also giving accent. It's providing accent to the notes. Bum dum bum 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 bum, like okay, let's go over it again. Now we have the it. You get it? I'm not doing too much over here with the keys and the auxiliary, but you can see that everything that is over here, everything that has been sequenced together, they all are complementing each other, from the keys to the drums to the aux to the strings and to the synth. Don't be confused with the arrangement over here. Like I didn't follow the arrangement over there. So I hope this has provided you with an insight into how you can combine instruments while doing production like this, and the kind of instruments that you can combine together to give you something like this. You have your major instruments, which are leading, which like the lead instruments, and then you have some other instruments that are underneath. All right, but both the lead instrument and the instrument underneath the aux and some other things, they are just all there to complement everything, to complement the singer, to complement each other, and to sound awesome. Right. The last thing I will just do is that I will also include the vocals so that you have an idea of how everything sounds like. This is not apart from the limiter on the master channel. There is no process on this, so everything is just through, apart from the level, apart from the panning and setting of the levels. There is nothing else going on over here. To live a life. just a minute. That'll be the last thing. Just want to. I think I have my. Life is true. And this is my BCA channel. BCA rather. So now today I'm just talking about doing a deconstruct of the production and not the vocals, because if you hear the vocals you would you would hear that the source, the mic used for the recording isn't a great one, and but fine after processing and everything sounds better than what we have by here. So this is just to give you an insight into how you can actually make and produce something like this. If you've learned something, if you've watched to this moment and you've learned something, we follow and also subscribe to the channel. Right? God bless. See you at that time.